on is things that I can politically get done in my first term in office. And, Obama, basically blew all of his capital on Obamacare. And that was, people are still...
Barack Obama never had any intention of doing anything with his capital. He did exactly what he wanted to do. He made the banks richer while he kicked 5.1 million families out of their homes. He made it okay to propagandize our own people. Now the CIA spies out his lies.
That was a big mistake.
But he repealed habeas corpus. So now all they have to do is say you're a terrorist. You're an environmental terrorist, and I don't have to give you a trial. And anyway, Barack Obama was a disaster. And that's the problem, right? Because he's just a smooth.
So, guys, right, I'm going to have to send this. I'm sending these into RFK. I don't know if he's going to listen to them or not. But I'm going to send them in anyway. Look, right, this is another mistake. This is the same mistake, like, all this stuff, all these professionals and academics are making these mistakes the whole way through. All the thing with the whole COVID and pandemic. Then we've got these scientists messing around with Hadron Colliders and God knows what, opening cracks up. Look, right, this is what we're working on now with the law and with the rights, right? All this to do with Assange, right? Assange is Australian, but then again, the Australian institute, the Australian government is based on the English one, including the Bill of Rights. It explicitly says in 2 acts of law, in the petition right and the 1688 Bill of Rights and the Scottish one, to help clarify what it means. It clearly states that you cannot be held without a trial and that you can't be imprisoned for political grievances and cases with the government. It explicitly says it, right? Now, I don't know what they're talking about in America with habeas corpus, because that's all that Chris Hedges talks about, habeas corpus. I don't care about habeas corpus. Habeas corpus is a legal procedure in proceedings, right? Almost like you got double jeopardy in law, right? These are legal principles that you can't be tried, twice for the same crime twice. And particularly when, if it's grouped in with the same facts and circumstances, they're meant to be all tried together. That's what they did with me. It was one thing that I did, and they proscribed me twice in 2 different counties. It explicitly says as the fundamental statute founding of the Constitution that he cannot be held without a trial and you cannot be prosecuted or imprisoned for grievances with the government, political casework, right? Now, that applies to Australia as well, really, because it's part of the Commonwealth. And the thing with the American First Amendment, when they wrote it, the wording of it for grievances with the government, there's no doubt and there's no question about it that it's the same. They've copied it. It means the same thing. It means the same thing, and they included it and copied it for the petition grievance without Congress being able to make any laws to take that away. So, you couldn't take that habeas corpus away anyway. It's a separate thing. That's for normal legal proceedings. It's not actually for political ones. They're completely and totally protected, separate from all other kinds of proceedings and actions, right? The American one is clearly built up on the English one and copied across from it. It means the same thing. We've got extra clarity in that now. We've got extra understanding. We know why they enacted it and for what actions it covered, which is even when people are out in public rebelling and other activities, also private meetings, speaking your absolute complete mind. This is protection as well, separate from the freedom of speech. The freedom of speech is additional. When you're not doing political things, you've got freedom of speech. So when you are doing political things, then you've definitely got full protection. And you don't have to be a speaker in Parliament for that. That's for sure. You can be on private property or your own property or whatever property. It doesn't matter where you are or what you are on. It is you. you, as the creature born, created, and embodied in this world, on this planet, you have the right, you yourself. It doesn't matter where you are or whose property it is. So that means it stops the other. It's all about the other party. It forbids and prevents the other party from action. Legally and actually. We've already got preventing other party from action physically because they can't kick, punch, stab, hit, or steal your things. No matter whether you're doing political things or not. Got the other party under control. But this is for preventing all and every other party from intervention. And if they want, they're in the wrong business. If they want to have a newspaper or a YouTube platform, they chose the wrong business. They chose the wrong business. If they want to stop people from having political rights, then they should have chose a career that doesn't get involved with people from all over the world publishing things on all manner of things, including legal notices or politics. It was a bad business choice. Wrong profession. Don't have a newspaper that gives public notices, legal adverts, or even commercials if you don't like people having a political opinion. Wrong business, Rupert Murdoch. Wrong business choice. Wrong business choice for Mark Zuckerberg. I want a social platform with media, and I'm going to run ads, and I'm going to comply with the laws and legislation of all countries. I'm going to abide by those laws. Wrong. If you don't want people to have complete and total political freedom, then you chose. It was the worst business decision ever. Worse than Elon Musk getting into an agreement to buy Twitter and then paying extra billions. And now he's just going to click his fingers and change the Twitter bird into an X. Bad business decision because he lost a load of money. Now, if you thought that someone with so many billions couldn't make a stupid idea and lose that much money in one business action, how much money he lost is more money than, multiple people could see in a lifetime, right? He made that decision. He lost that money. Now, Mark Zuckerberg, he needs to wake up to the fabric of reality. He made the worst business choice possible on the face of the planet if he truly believes in his mind that those laws don't exist and don't mean that. Because Biden is just a man who got elected and he can tell you anything. He could just tell you if it's raining or sunny. It states in the law he can't do it and he cannot undo that law. It can't be done. Now he can have a tantrum. He can shut down every platform that he wants. He can do whatever lie. He is the misinformation. Everyone's getting shut down for misinformation. He is being the misinformation. He is the bastion. The Empire State's Building, the Statue of Liberty of lies. He's there. I am the liar. I am the misinformation. I am the corruption. He cannot stop us on those platforms. And I don't know what Zuckerberg's coming out with. He's more bothered about his own immunity rather than ours. But he wanted a social media platform for everyone. Ooh, Biden's threatening to take away our third-party immunity now. Ooh, screw everyone else. Save myself. I'm Mark Zuckerberg. Sod everyone else. Oh, he just happens to be in a position where he's got X billions, but he doesn't use it. Why doesn't Zuckerberg impeached Biden because I think he liked the idea of censoring everyone. That's the problem. I don't know why Chris Hedges hasn't got a clue about the English rights. He's going on about corpus callosum. Screw corpus callosum. It states you cannot be imprisoned or make a law that says you can when you've got a grievance with the government. So if someone getting military information of soldiers abusing people is not a grievance against the government, whose military is it? Charles' secret military? It's the government's military. And it's disclosing a grievance against them. Now, I don't care what terrorist or spying laws they've got a loophole in it and they've got a fault in it because it's all the American spying and espionage laws on earth are nullified. Millions and billions on tanks. They got all that money in a tank. It's worth 150 billion of circuit boards. What did they put into that law? What power is in that law? What power of us? Us, the actual people the tanks are defending. Why have a tank if not to protect people? It isn't for the conquest of Charles on this planet. Someone made that law to be tank-proof. Tank-proof and bomb-proof. Tank-proof. That law is so tank-proof.